I would say the largest danger to sugars, there's two. One is if it displaces something that could have been better in your diet. Two is a lot of times in modern society, sugars are placed in products that it wasn't naturally found in nature. And I mentioned the milkshake. And because the sugar is in the milkshake, if it was just the cream, a lot of people wouldn't be going for it. But because you added the sugar to it, now you're consuming this huge thing that's, like 500, 1,000 calories, but your brain is telling you to keep doing it because it's got that sugar in it. So what is actually quite nefarious, but there's literal teams of guys who are 10 times smarter than I am, like these teams of these PhDs in food science. And their job is to create formulas for foods that are going to make you want to consume them more. And so what they'll do is they'll leverage a lot of these instinctual properties and these things that like spike reward pathways in your brain. Like you think your favorite Cheeto was just like randomly made. It's like, no, there's actually like 10 PhDs behind that who like went and carefully crafted the exact ratios of these ingredients to make sure that it has the maximum addictive properties as much as possible. It is actually quite nefarious, but there's literal teams of guys who are 10 times smarter than I am, like these teams of these PhDs in food science. And their job is to create formulas for foods that are going to make you want to consume them more. And so what they'll do is they'll leverage a lot of these instinctual properties and these things that like spike reward pathways in your brain. Like you think your favorite Cheeto was just like randomly made. It's like, no, there's actually like 10 PhDs behind that who like went and carefully crafted the exact ratios of these ingredients to make sure that it has the maximum addictive properties as much as possible. There's actually some really fascinating research on this too, where if you bypass the tongue, so let's say
What?
you take out
Where'd
entire
the food go?
just straight to your stomach. So
Okay, never mind.
you just like, yeah.
Gotcha.
Like if you just hook it up straight to the stomach instead of like going through the tongue, or if you can do some tricky things so that way you don't actually taste the food. So we're omitting the fact that maybe this food tastes really good to us.
Right.
So if you omit that, what you can do is you can actually give people just like a regular water or like a sugar water, and they can't taste it, but they will always come to prefer the one that has the sugar in it, even though they can't taste that it has it in there. So their body will pick up on this. It like recognizes that there's a little bit of a kick in sugar in it. And so what a lot of food scientists, a lot of food companies, and there's always a secret sauce. And if you look at like, like mom's secret recipes and things, you'll notice like, oh, I'm just adding, a little teaspoon of sugar to this, whatever it is. Like it could literally be like a salad dressing. It could be your pasta sauce, whatever it is. And for some reason it's like, oh, this tastes really good. And you don't know why. And so, yeah, there's a lot of companies, they add the sugar as a spike in. It's not even meant to make it taste sweet. It's just meant to get you hooked on it a little bit better. So yes, you can do some sneaky things with sugar. It can make you seek out the things that it's paired with a lot more. And that's where there's a lot of danger with sugar, because if you are nefarious, and it's like, oh, now I'm craving this milkshake because it's got the sugar. Now I'm craving this particular food dish because it's got the sugar in it. So if those food dishes at large are unhealthy for you, then sugar can be, you can maybe point the finger at sugar. I don't know that I would point it necessarily at it. It's whoever created this is fault, I guess.